Hey guys, I'm Nick. Today we're going to talk about fish finders and how to get the coordinates on there. Every day I get a ton of questions, so instead of just typing back to people and answering the questions one at a time, we started making these videos so everyone could see, because everyone has the same questions, right? So this morning, Clay messaged me. He was talking about how he uses a Navionics app on his cell phone, but he doesn't think it's very accurate. I mentioned some things to him about, a lot of these spots move a little bit, or the spot that you may have downloaded might not be exactly on top of it, and that the fish, they may be over here somewhere. So make sure you do some circles. I talked about that in a suggested video. I'll put a link to that below and up here in the comments or on top here in a second. But let's dive into the computer. You guys can click the link below. When you do, it'll open up this page. So let's just move over to the computer. Once you click the link below, it'll open up this page on our website. Now, unfortunately, you have to add it to the cart and check out. It is free, but it's the only way that we can ensure that you have a downloadable file that no one has corrupted. If we made it open source and just put it on the website, someone could download it, manipulate it with it, and find a way to re-upload it. Trying to make sure there's no issues for everybody with that. All you're going to do is add it to your cart, view your cart. Then you're going to proceed to checkout. My information's already in here. Yeah, I agree and read to that stuff. Place your order. Once you place your order, you're going to be able to download a file. Now, it's a zip file that contains two other files. And if our internet would work today, boom, download it. It'll do its thing. You'll take this zip file, drag and drop it to your desktop, open it up. You get this little blue folder. Now, in this blue folder, you're going to have two files. We'll get rid of the website now so you guys can see this. You have two files here. This first one, the Northwest Florida, is going to give you all of the public numbers from Panama City or so. Actually, I think maybe over to Big Bend, all the way to Pensacola. Tons and tons of files that really, if you live in the area and you're kayak fishing, you don't really need all of those. Now, SR27 is the reef formation that was put out just south of the Navarre Pier in the winter of 2019, early 2019, like March, February, so on. It has a ton of fish on it. They dropped it in a fantastic location. There were already fish there. They just put it on top of an area that already had tons and tons of red snapper. So, if you have a Garmin, all you have to do is take this GPX file and drag and drop it. Now, if you don't have a Garmin, you're going to need to convert those GPX files. We'll talk about that later. If you want to get a quick look at where these files are all located, you can open Google Earth. You can upload them into Google Earth. Very easy. That's all you do is drag and drop it. This will show you these are all of the Northwest Florida spots. It's so crazy. There's so much stuff. You're never going to be able to go to all of them. Obviously, you can't pedal this far. If you have a boat, yeah, you can go out there. But this area right here off of Navarre Beach, all of these spots, this is all of the Navarre Beach formation. There are so many spots. I believe it's like 528 total reef modules. That's a lot of structure. Now, these spots aren't all dead on the money. As you can see, there's not 500 spots. This is the center point of these reef clusters. So all you're going to do is go out here, and I made a suggested video. I made a video last year. I'll put a suggested link right here above us, and it'll show you how to bottom fish a red snapper and the techniques that we use to locate these fish over and over again. But you can come out to any of these spots. There's a bunch of launches. You got to launch here. You got to launch here. You'll be able to come out, go out here and just pedal around. The idea is you want to pick a piece that doesn't get pressured a lot, which is going to be challenging to do, but it is doable. Just cruise back and forth till you find a solid return, do some circles, talk about that in that video I just suggested, and you'll find fish and you'll be able to catch them. Now, this is definitely the easiest way. If you have a hummingbird or Lowrance, you're going to need to take these files and you may need to convert them. Now, Lowrance uses GPX files on some models, but they also use a file called an USR. If you have a Hummingbird, they're going to use an HWR file the majority of the time. You can go on YouTube, type in convert GPX to Lowrance or GPX to USR or HWR, and there's tons and tons of tutorials. It's easy. It's not challenging. You'll be able to do it. GPX is probably the easiest one to work with in my experience. You can go from GPX to a lot of different things, but it's hard to go from different things to GPX sometimes. That's weird. Sounds funny, but it's my experience. I prefer the Garmin, like I talked about before. Makes life easy. Garmin's new app, like active captain app on your phone. I don't know where my phone's at. You can just email yourself and then put all the files on the finder through your phone. You can manage them in your phone, all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. So that information will be extremely helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section and I will answer them. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video.